So in not so surprising news, Don Mattingly is back in the coaching game where he belongs. Yes, he's back. And in not surprising news, he's back in the American League East, where to me is his forever home, no matter what, where he's been the last with the Dodgers and the Marlins. And American League East is where he belongs because he's a lifelong Yankee player. And he's back in the AL East. But he's moving up north to join the Toronto Blue Jays as their bench coach. That's a surprising news. And again, he was initially going to be joining a broadcast with Joel Sherman and John Heyman, but he's been courted recently, by some of the teams, and he was fielding offers, and he got one he couldn't turn down. He got an offer he can't refuse from the Toronto Blue Jays. And I mean, in hindsight, thinking about it now, he's a great fit. I mean, I think he can bring a lot of veteran experience and presence, and I think they need a left-handed bat as well. So I might see them getting one at some point. But to me, I think he brings great value over there, and he can mentor some of these young kids because it's a young, very aggressive, and sometimes very impatient lineup with Vlad Guerrero and Bo Bichette and all these other guys. I think he can really, really help this lineup one way or another. So congratulations to Don Mattingly. And I wish him well. I hope he doesn't make the Blue Jays too good so that the Yankees can't beat them. But he's joining them as a bench coach. Again, so he's going to have, be kind of an all-encompassing consigliere to the manager and just, all-around helper, wherever else as well. He's not the hitting coach. He's not the pitching coach. He's not a defensive coach or whatever. He's the bench coach there. So, but again, the bench coach can be a very valuable piece. Don Zimmer was a very valuable bench coach to Drew Torre when he was with the Yankees, right? And just guys like that. Larry Boa, also to Joe Torre. And these guys are invaluable pieces. And again, I had a feeling this carousel was going to go around to coaching and in the booth and coaching, especially with guys like Don Mattingly. And, he was recently talking again, the Yankees were trying to get him on to Yes Network to be part of their broadcast booth, but that's not happening now either. So he had a lot of offers, and that's what happens when you're a good baseball guy. He's a good man. He's a good baseball mind. He was a brilliant hitter, and he has a lot to offer baseball players. So I'm excited for him. I really am. It sucks that it's not with the Yankees because they do have a hitting coach position open. Like I said, it would have been a great candidate for it, but the Yankees are going to go elsewhere. But this is the type of news also heading into the winter meetings that's going to be popping up. So I'll keep bringing it to you one way or another. And, let me know what you think of Don Mattingly becoming a bench coach and doing it with the Blue Jays. Again, back in the AL East where he belongs. I just wish it was with the Yankees and not the Blue Jays. But he's going to be bringing value there. And again, this could be a springboard to another managing job elsewhere, right, at some point. Even the Blue Jays, if that doesn't pan out. You never know. But being back in the coaching game makes it a little bit easier for them to propel themselves into a managing job or a different coaching job or a higher profile job or whatnot. But heading up north to Toronto, I think he's going to do some good things with some hitters. They got hitters there. They got George Springer, and they just traded Teoscar. They've got Springer. They got Vladdy. They've got Bichette. Don't be surprised if they get another good hitter this offseason as well, whether it's free agency or a trade. Because if they're going to have Don Mattingly there, I think they're going to wind up adding more to this team. And they have to add to the team anyway, the Blue Jays. So, happy for the Blue Jays. Disappointed that it wasn't the Yankees. I think he does make the Toronto more formidable in his own way. But let me know what you think, gang. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you later.